Bros Productions is proud to present Kansas City Jets High School Travel Hockey. Kansas City Jets Hockey is brought to you by the Bortnick Law Firm, Donovan Service, Golf Track, the Kansas City Ice Center, KC Ice, Minding the Gap, Myers Brothers, Packer Fastener, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome out to South Dakota. Joel Becker, Gary Scavona, Kansas City Jets Hockey. We are in Brookings, South Dakota at the Larson Ice Arena. It is the Brookings Dental Clinic rink that we are on here as we are set to go for the finale of a 8-game and 3-day sojourn here to South Dakota. Just 2 days ago, we were driving 400 miles through the cold and getting ready to start this journey, and we're going to finish it off here in a second-place game, I guess. I mean, it's sort of a game between the two second-place teams in the two pool plays.
It's, I don't know, third and fourth, I guess, maybe?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah, you could say that.
So there was really only 6 teams in this A division.
Yeah.
And so at any rate,
based on the records, it's not a third and fourth place game.
No. But at the same time, I mean, you know, the big two are they going to play?
They're playing right now.
Yeah, they're playing on the other side right now.
Yeah, and actually, Edina's up 2-1 in the first.
Okay. Yesterday, so they did better than they did all of yesterday.
They lost 5-2 yesterday.
Okay, so I don't know. For some reason, I thought it was 5-1, but okay.
They got one later in the late game.
Okay. So we are set to go at center ice. And again, this is a rematch of yesterday's game as the Brookings Rangers taking on the Jets here. Now, lots different in this game as Camden Krugel gets the start to our right, and looks like it's
51.
Yeah, Neil Trigstad.
I don't think he started yesterday.
No, he did not. It was number 1. It was Ryder Anderson who played yesterday.
But he's not even on the bench.
So
the other goalie they had out there was 37 warming up.
Okay.
They must have 3
Matthew
goalies.
Bothy, yes.
Yeah. So.
Or Both, maybe.
Yeah.
At any rate, so we're getting Trigstad for today, and yesterday, you know, it was a different situation. Obviously, today, you know, there's nothing on the line here other than pride or whatever, I guess you could say. But at the same time, I mean, you know, there's no. You're just looking at a 6-hour bus ride. There's no reason to leave anything other than on the ice.
Right.
So we'll see what ends up happening here. And, down low, a backhand shot, and a save by Krugel on a point-blank opportunity. I believe that was Jay Harris. Yeah, it was Harris who had the chance. And Krugel had to be alert to make the early stop there. Just 1 minute and 3 seconds into this first period. So what do you got for me as far as, personnel? I know that, yesterday.
We got the same he's got the same team he had last night.
Okay.
So he hasn't.
So no Corrin.
No Corrin.
But Crab is playing. Here's
Crab, Toy,
Brenneman.
and Baker are playing. Elam is injured. Oh, good opportunity for Crab. Missed it.
Yeah. And it came in front, and the save was made
Elam
by the goaltender.
is injured, and AK and Sam have played a lot of games. So,
yeah, they have at that. So kind of a heartbreaker for the JVers in the game earlier.
It was too bad. I mean, they should have won that game. They made a couple mistakes. The bottom line, they kept on the special teams. We were 0 for 6 and 7 in the power play, whatever it was. They were 2 for 3. That's the difference in the game.
Yeah, no question. But, anytime you're winning a game for most of the game, it wasn't even a 1-goal game. It was 2-0.
Right.
And then you end up giving up two in the third and
2 power play goals.
And an overtime goal.
Well, you can't take a penalty with 3 minutes to go in the game either.
Yeah. So at any rate, but, still a good performance. They end up coming in 4th place. So I guess one thing you could say is that we are guaranteed that the two teams will do no worse than 4th place.
Yeah, if you want to look at it that way.
Well, I'm going for the silver lining as much as I can. Oh, shot right on. A save by Krugel. The puck loose in the crease and was knocked out of harm's way. I'm not sure if that was
It
Bloom
Luka,
or
I think.
it might have been Baker. It was one of the two of them that got a stick on it. Now here's Arnold with it, and he'll try and work in. Just gains the red line and dumps it in. Jets changing behind the play. So again, I don't know. Brookings was in an interesting situation yesterday as well. They knew relatively early in that they were essentially guaranteed the second place position. Once Sioux City scored a goal and Sioux Falls could not shut them out, then they knew that. And so, I think they spent a good portion of the game yesterday basically running the clock out, for lack of a better way of putting it.
I'm going to go with, no, Joe, they're just not a big scoring power team. But we'll find out.
I've heard that too, and we're going to see. And like I said, the thing about yesterday is the Jets basically, it was also a 2-0 game here yesterday in the 8 o'clock game. And there's going to be an icing call as we got the whistle here. But they basically, we gave them both the goals they got in that 2-0 situation. Yeah. And they only end up getting 3. And so obviously the Jets, assuming that we have a similar situation to yesterday, there's no reason why you wouldn't think that Kansas City couldn't make this an absolutely, that they couldn't even win the game potentially.
Sure. I'm hoping we get a win.
Yeah.
Be nice to have the varsities.
Be a much better bus ride home, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for the 5 kids that'll be on the bus. Not going to be many on the bus. We already lost 10.
Wondering about that, too. Comes back out to the point, Krogman.
And that's not even knowing about how many of the varsity kids aren't going to go back. We know that most of the kids aren't going back are the ones that don't have parents here.
Okay.
Because they got to ride the bus.
I was just going to say, don't have a whole lot of
another ride, yeah. Oh, got him wide.
Trying to get it to Brody Lee.
Yeah.
And also telegraph, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Shot right on, and a save by Krugel, who gloves that and hangs on for a face-off. 13-15 left to go here, first period. The shots are actually 3 apiece early on in this one.
That's what the scoreboard says.
Well, that's what we're going with. Mm-hmm. Early start. This game actually isn't supposed to start for 2 more minutes, but obviously already underway.
Yeah, they've been. You said, oh, God, boy, that was right there, back door.
I was a little surprised, actually, that we were running early, because the game before this one was the Sioux Falls Sioux City. They also had a rematch from yesterday.
Right.
And Sioux City did okay. They scored a couple more goals than they did yesterday, and, so on. Again, it didn't really mean anything. But the game before that, and I don't remember exactly who was playing. I think it was, I forget. But at any rate, there was a fight.
Oh.
Right at the end of the game with a minute left to go, involving the goaltender, in fact, on one of the 2 teams. Oh,
really?
Yeah, he was one of the players that got thrown out for fighting.
Huh.
So there were a couple players that ended up getting ejected and whatnot. And so I was a little surprised that we were running ahead because, that takes a little time.
Right.
For all that to go through, but and again, the game before ours was not a running clock game or anything like that, but we still are a little ahead of the game as it's still shy of 1:30 right now.
They took the ice at 1:15.
Yeah.
Our team took the ice at 1:05. It seemed like.
Yeah, I was actually wondering
I think they got told to stop.
I thought for a moment that Brookings might have forfeit, because we were out here by ourselves.
I was hoping we just didn't get a penalty. For going out before the
refs. Oh, to go out early? Yeah.
There was no refs on the ice. Technically, we shouldn't have went out.
No.
I told them to be ready to go by 1:15. All of a sudden, they came out like a 1:06.
Yeah. This, like I said, this game ended the game before. It was probably half an hour early.
Well, there wasn't a scrape either.
Between the two.
Right.
We'll have a scrape between the first and second. Oh, lifted shot, and that goes wide off the stick of Harris and back the other way. The other number 10 is Wood. He'll dump it in. Arnold after for it in the corner. And here come the Rangers back the other way, trying to work into the zone. All the way on the far side. Harris has it for Brookings. He'll work into the near side, plays it back out to the point. Krogman, his shot ended up going into the corner. We'll try and work it free. Nielsen has it back in the net. Comes out the far side, plays it back out right point. Gets it back. Sends it all the way across. Harrison one-timer missed on the short side, and Wood with the rebound. He'll send it right wing for Arnold, and again, he'll just gain the red line and dump it in. Bounced in on goal. And Trigstad made the save. Puck in the corner. Jets are in the middle of a line change, getting the Whitrock line out. They had a lot of the scoring opportunities yesterday and throughout the weekend.
Yeah, basically been our big scorers.
Reedman plays it up ahead.
Yeah, all three of these. We got 5 goals, and 3 of these guys had 2 goals and 1 assist. So not a lot of scoring besides Jets guys. Ooh, there it is.
And a backhand shot by Eklund, but ended up going wide of the net. Rebound comes into the near corner. They'll play it up the boards. And the Rangers get it out to center ice. Working up left wing. Carroll played it in the middle. Taken over by Reedman. He'll get it back in the net again. Comes up the boards. Amon couldn't stop it, but it goes to Eklund. And he was able to get it out to center ice. Although, you know, we've talked about in the past some of the things that we need to do. And we talked about this, you know, tournament being a learning experience for us, and the idea that, you know, that may pay dividends later because we're getting to do some things in this that we don't normally get to do. But it also is pointing out some of our deficiencies. You mentioned the power play situation for the JV squad as Whitrock tries to work ahead. And he tried to work in the middle. He got tripped. There's going to be a penalty.
Yeah.
And so there is a whistle, and the Jets are going to have a power
let's
play.
see what the varsity power play is like.
I was just going to say, we'll see how that goes. Tripping is the call. And it is on Mason Dyers, it appears to be. So the Jets will have the man advantage. So on this, really both teams, but on the varsity team, one of the things that, you know, again, kind of sticks out to me that requires some attention from the team is they sometimes get to be a little careless with the puck, as we were just talking about there. So, you know, something like Cole Eklund having the puck, and, you know, he did manage to get it out. But a lot of times, again, we'll be a little careless.
In that situation, I thought Brody Lee had a pure lane to go, a clear lane, I should say, to go take it over the blue line and set it up.
Yeah.
Tries to make a cross pass at center ice that was out of reach, and now we're still trying to set up again.
Yep. The funny thing is that, you know, and it's not unusual for high school players to do this. You know, the whole, you know, the coaches always preach the KISS technique. In other words, keep it simple.
Right.
And a lot of times high schoolers will make things a lot more complicated than they need to be.
Yeah.
In other words, try the lower percentage, but, you know, nifty stuff as opposed to just doing the safe and easy thing. Puck sent the length of the ice.
Instead of Lemke, he's got, it looks like he's got Jaden Wood in front of the net.
Yeah.
You know, that just, they made a change early.
So, pass up ahead, Reedman had to go off his stick.
So let me just say this, Joe.
Okay.
This varsity penalty playing looking much better. Can't get it. We can't even get it set up.
Reedman will get to the red line and dump it in. We'll see if the team can chase it down.
No.
Brenneman, they can't, and boy, send it the length of the ice. So just a few more seconds left to go. And the power play.
And then we're going to get an icy. Jeez.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
So there is still a second left to go on the man advantage as we'll get this face-off. No shots on the power play. Didn't really come close to that.
We didn't set it up.
Yeah, never had good possession. Off the face-off, puck comes back out toward the point. Nice little spin move that time there by Johnson. And play it on the near side boards. They got it behind the net. Out of the box there's Dyers. He's in the corner. Toyed over to try and get it worked free. He was knocked down. Puck comes loose. And the Rangers play it back straight away toward the blue line. Now over on the right points, walking in a shot, save Krugel, rebound. And that was a big rebound in front for a minute there, but no Ranger player could get a stick on it. Now comes loose in front, a shot. That was wide of the mark, off the end boards. Now they'll try and center it again. Good job to tie up his man there by, I believe that was Bloom. Loveseth had a chance with it. And now back the other way, Crabb. He was spun around, lost the puck, and it comes back out to center. Dumped back in by Baker. He was shy of the red line, but they don't call any icing here. I don't think it made it all the way before a player could play it.
They got us with 5 shots on goal. I don't know where the heck that came from.
They do. But we had that before the power play.
No, did we?
No. Here Brody Lee.
Good pass by Lee.
And a shot, and he put it wide, trying to go on the far side.
Good spot to go with it.
Better would have been between the pipes.
Yeah.
Puck along the near side boards.
He picks that far corner a lot.
Yeah, he does.
Shot, so.
Rangers take over. Nielsen plays it around on the near side. Ekton able to step up and keep that in. Then it comes to Eklund, a shot, and a save by Trigstad, and he will hang on. 5:39 left to go, first period. Scoreless game so far. So not so bad, somewhat similar to yesterday.
Yeah.
With the difference being we just didn't give up the goals
early.
Yeah, as we did yesterday in terms of giving the other team golden opportunities. Here trying to work into the shot, Nielsen. He put it wide of the net. It's being taken down at the time. It comes loose to Lee. Trying to go up the near side boards. And they still fight for it over there. Puck squirts loose. And Krogman tried to play it back over to Bartley, but he missed it. Comes back out to center ice. It'll be dumped back in by Brookings, and they'll go for a change. In the meantime, back to the net, Norman. Jackson Norman coming up left wing. He will play it. Ended up hitting Brenneman, but they do get it out to center ice. And now trying to work forward is Lemke.
Glad to see that his wrist is okay, that he could play.
That's good.
So
Amon. Do we ever find out, by the way, whether both Nicholson and Uvodich survived the game without, making their injuries anywhere?
I see they are already left, so
yeah,
kind of hard to say.
Boy, Krugel was down there for a moment.
Jasper's still here. He seemed to be okay.
That's good.
Cash went home with a friend.
Okay. Now here's Brenneman with the puck. He will work back the other direction for the Jets. And goes into the zone straight away. A shot.
I thought
not much on it.
I almost thought it ricocheted in.
I was going to say not much on it, but it was kind of bouncing, and the goaltender Trigstad had a little trouble with it.
I thought it ricocheted out over his glove and in, but it didn't happen.
No, it hit his stick and went into the corner as it turned out, but it was dangerous.
We have a tough angle here.
Yeah.
So.
Reedman lost it. There could be a partial breakaway, but Mon does a good job getting back. But then a shot, saved by Krugel. Rebound as he tried to get it around. And comes in front, another shot. And a save on the shot by Hyde. The first shot was from Reddy. Now comes out to center ice. Rangers come back in. Trying to pull up with it. There's Dyers. He'll send it all the way across. Then they try and center it. Comes to Dyers in front. And a glove save by Krugel. Through a bit of players, and he will hang on. Face-off coming to Camden Krugel's left. 3:20 left to go here in this first period. So we said they'll do an ice make between the first and second period. So we are waiting for that. Arnold trying to work out to center ice. Here's Wood carrying on right wing. Long shot goes wide. And ended up going out of play somehow. And we will get a whistle and a face-off.
Just went over in peak, then Edina still winning 2-1 in the second.
Okay. Unlike yesterday when you could just look down.
Yeah, just look over in the glass, through the glass, right. We're in a whole different rink, a little tougher.
And unfortunately the window over here has bricks on it, so you can't see it.
2-on-1.
trying to work in. Oh, a nice little saucer pass. And I think that was going wide anyway. Krugel stuck out his leg and stopped it.
Right.
But a little saucer pass and then a redirect by Hyde was awfully close.
Yep.
.257 left on the clock in this first period. Comes around to the near side. Rangers have it back in the net, coming out to the far side now, out to the right point. They'll send it down low around on the near side. Lee comes over along with Harris for the Brookings Rangers, and the Jets take over, and here's Brody Lee in on right wing. A little snapshot in front, they score!
Whitrock, great snap, great pass by. That was all the way around. Eklund gave it to Lee, Lee went over to Whitrock, Whitrock buried it. Very nice.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Like you said, all the way around. It's so the Jets get their first lead in a while here, I guess.
I noticed this place doesn't like to give the second assist because I think all weekend I've only heard the one assist.
Well, do keep in mind that that they are working on the what do you call it? Two-man system.
Right.
So
two-person system. You're
two-person. So that may or may not have anything to do with it.
The female referee, the blonde's got to know us really good because she's only done about 6 of our 8 games.
I was just gonna say. But like you said before, I think there are only about 6 or 8 referees total for this whole thing. So,
and this guy's done a lot of them too. It's kind of hard to tell the guys. She stands out with the long blonde hair.
Right.
Know?
Shots are even at 9 apiece. Jets lead at 1-0. 2 minutes left to go here in the first period. Rangers trying to work it free in the corner. Lemke able to pull it away. He'll work out to center ice, 3-on-2 if they hurry, but the pass was behind Crab. So they do get it into the zone, but by then the defense of the Rangers came back. And play it. And it does come out to center ice. Ekton will dump it back in. With $1:40 left to go here in this period. Rangers look to break out. They'll just leave it behind the net. Over for it there is Krogman. Plays it up the boards, and now it's carried out.
An on-man rush situation. Oh, Teddy got back, but let's see.
And it is Hyde with it. Had it poked away.
Play. Oh, too many men.
Could have been.
That was close.
Yeah.
He didn't play it. He just hit his foot.
Well, no, actually what saved us was that there was another person off. He wasn't – it looked like he came on early for the guy who was coming off.
Okay, but somebody else was already off.
Yeah, because I was watching after the fact. Boy, that was a nice shot by Arnold. And a kick save by the goaltender Trigstad. Under a minute left to go. So, yeah, when I was watching, we had 2 more guys go off and three guys come on to replace them. So we were still short a man when that happened.
It was good of the referees to catch that.
Yeah. I have seen that happen before where, a guy will come off early and then somebody will replace him when somebody else is coming off and the referee will get confused thinking that it's –
Sure.
And I've even seen them have to reverse their call, which is something you almost never see an official do.
Right.
But when they, realize that if they call too many men and then they look on the ice and they see there's only 4 out there, you can't really call too many men. So, at any rate, half a minute to go here in the period as that one goes into
in their bench again.
The
second time
Rangers
it's
bench.
happened.
So we get a whistle and a face-off. It'll come all the way back into the Brookings end, or maybe a neutral ice. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, all the way to the Brookings end. 33 seconds showing on the clock. So Lane Whitrock, the goal scorer, taking the draw. Wins it, comes back out to the point, but Baker couldn't stop it on that pass from Eklund.
It's kind of in his feet a little bit.
Yeah. Was Not easy. That play is going to be offsides. We got a whistle with 23 seconds left to go. It was close, but
Yeah.
he went in just a little ahead of the play. Face off in the neutral zone. Eklund couldn't quite catch up to it as Johnson got there first for the Rangers. He'll glove it down again as they fight for it on the boards. Comes to Lee and he'll dump it in. Oh, out of the net. Drickstead fell down.
Goalie's down.
Nobody was around for the Jets, though.
Should end this period right here, Joe. Let's say shoot a long shot right now.
And there you go. The buzzer sounds and the first period comes to a close. And Kansas City with the only goal of the period, and they lead it 1-0. Shots were 12-9 in favor of Kansas City when all was said and done. So a good first 17 minutes for Kansas City, trying to get themselves a good what do you call it, bus ride home.
Yeah, exactly.
400 miles.
You know, I mean, JV's lost a tough one today. Could have won that one easily. A little disappointing, but if the varsity could win this one, you know, overall, I think the Jets represented us well in this weekend. So let's see what happens.
Alrighty, so we will go to our intermission slideshow and come back with the second period after this. 2-0 is our score here on Kansas City. I'm sorry, 1-0 is our score. Jets on top on a goal by Lane Whitrock here on Kansas City Jets hockey. Going back out to the Larson Ice Arena. Joel Becker, Gary Scamona, Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and Brookings, Kansas City on top 1-0 after one period of play. And we are underway for period number 2. Both teams at 5 aside. And early on, the Rangers get an opportunity in front, but the shot goes wide, and they score. Boy, early on in this one, we have a tie game. As you figured there was going to be a push by Brookings for the second period, but it certainly did not take them very long, and we have ourselves a brand new game.
And I was walking in and heard the cheers. I'm like, oh no, I didn't want to look around, turn around.
You're probably all caught up with the big Edina trying to give Rushmore their first loss of the season.
Yeah, I know.
5-2.
Yeah, I noticed that too when I was walking in. So I did watch a little bit of that.
Wasn't their game supposed to start before ours?
No. Yeah, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
But they did a traditional. They scraped after that game, and then they did a second and third period. Now they're scraping again because it's a championship game.
Right.
They didn't do.
No, I get it.
Ice, so yeah.
I'm just saying we were still supposed to have started a half an hour before them.
No, they were before us. They were supposed to start.
Sorry, a half an hour after them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're still, of course, they're in their second period intermission.
Right.
So
they're scraping right now. We just scraped. So.
At any rate, but we're going to go straight through.
Right. So are they.
Yeah.
They scraped after that, after the JV championship.
Yeah, and so they're doing after the second, but
right.
Yeah. Oh, there's a shot and a rebound and a save, then they score. Oh, boy, shades of last night, kind of.
Right.
As far as,
I didn't see the first goal, but that goal right there, we made a couple saves like last night, and then we didn't clear it out, and they get it in, So,
yeah.
And we get down 3-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. We're not a comeback team. We don't have the scorers.
Well, that was the thing with the 1-0 lead. You were hoping that that with Krugel playing good and so on and so forth, maybe we could sneak another goal here and there and ride the game out. But
now we got to show some offense.
Yeah.
All right, so let's show some grit we got.
Going to call that for a hand pass. I'm not so sure it was, but that's what they called.
Right.
And we'll get a whistle on a face-off. But, yeah, I was thinking a little bit about this just right there in between those periods in terms of, this team and things that they need to work on and whatnot. And one of the things that you'd really like to see the Jets do is just play smart hockey.
Right.
That recognize advantages when you get them and take advantage of them. Don't give up advantages to other teams by not making smart plays and so on and so forth. And unfortunately, we just do that too much. So.
Yeah, we relied too much on Krugel making all those saves, which is fine.
Right, but I'm saying
when he leaves a couple rebounds, we got to be able to help him.
Right, and we also have to be able to clear the puck like that when when the opportunity presents itself. You just can't fail to clear it, and things like that. And you also have to sort of anticipate where the puck's going to be, where the other players are going to be. A lot of times we'll do things blind, which are not another blind passes, blind whatever, and that can be a problem. So, well, this period started 1-0 Kansas City, but the Rangers from Brookings up 2-1 here just a couple of minutes in. Couple of early goals. We'll see if the Jets can't turn things around. Although, like I said before, it's not surprising. This is, the home team. They're on their home ice, and they were losing after a period. You figured they would have to come out, with a push in that second period, and they did. It would have been nice if we could have weathered it a little bit better, but didn't happen, and so.
It's still early in the period. We can get one.
Well, and ton of game time still left to go.
Oh, yeah.
So off the face-off, puck back in the net. And that was lifted up over the glass.
We did put this table in the wrong corner, though, Joe.
Well, we talked about that before.
All the scoring is going on down there.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I was talking about was the idea that this is the net that the Jets defend 2 out of 3 periods.
Right.
And the last time we did this, we were the home team.
Yeah.
And so it was the other way around. And we've talked about that before. I've always thought that it's interesting that traditionally in hockey, the fans of a team sit on the same side of the ice as their benches.
Right.
And so because of that, they're sitting on the side of the ice that the team defends twice. I've always thought that it was odd that fans should actually sit on the opposite side so that they could watch their team score more.
Right.
Because, again, it's 3, Oh, wow, what a snipe there.
You know what, that's somebody, I can't remember what game it had that same shot right over his Backer's shoulder for a goal yesterday. It might have been these guys. I can't remember now. No, I think it was the game before.
Yeah, it's all getting to be a blur.
Yeah. Right. All right.
It almost might be time for a timeout in a situation. I know, I'm serious.
Right.
To just because this game could quickly get away from the Jets.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to.
One thing I do notice, and I love Cam. He's a good goalie. And he's doing a great job for us this year.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, he gets down low before the shot, which leaves that upper corner.
Yeah, he's
open.
He's not an especially tall goaltender.
Right. And if he squats down or gets down on one knee,
you have room above his shoulder.
Room above the shoulder.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was back in the day, the old stand-up goalies.
Yeah.
Before the invention of the butterfly and whatnot, and Patrick Waugh.
Yeah. Exactly.
It is kind of interesting, just physically, the difference in the standard goaltender and the standard catcher in baseball, because it used to be in both cases, the Yogi Berras of the world or whatever. The goaltenders all look like Dominik Hasek or whatever. They were short and a little stocky, but they tended to, play most of the game standing up. And then suddenly you had this 6'3" goaltender playing for the Canadians that everybody's name they thought was Roy.
Yeah.
And he everything got revolutionized when he realized that he could go down on his knees and still cover the top of the net.
Right.
But if you're a little diminutive.
You're 5'7".
Yeah, when you're a little diminutive, you can't really do that.
Yeah, exactly.
In the meantime, coming back the other direction, Weber. And he plays it in toward the net. Jets take over. Still fighting for it in their own zone. Amon. It comes loose. And the Jets do get it down into the Rangers' end. Back for it is Johnson. He'll go behind his net. Point on him. Comes up ahead for Amon. They have their own Amon, if you remember from yesterday.
Right.
And then our Amon plays it cross corner. Johnson plays it back of the net, swings it around near side. Micah Amon will send it down low. After Ford Arnold in the corner. Arnold just sort of left it there. It's taken over by Harris. He'll play it to the near side, but the Jets activate, and Amon from the corner took a shot that was wide, and then Reedman couldn't keep it in. And that was offsides.
Yeah.
I think they're lucky if they don't call that one intentional.
I'm not sure what Arnold was thinking there.
Well, I can't believe he wouldn't know he was offsides.
Yeah.
They could have called that intentional, and it wouldn't. I wouldn't have complained about it.
Right.
The funny thing is in Kansas City, they oftentimes call things for intentional offsides I don't think are intentional.
Yeah.
And here they didn't. Puck up the near side, boards kept in. Bloom just played it to an open area, and Brody Lee there back to the point. Here's Whitrock. Whitrock top of the circle, a shot right on, save. And hanging on to the save was the goaltender Trigstad.
That might have been loose. They just blew the whistle early.
I thought he had it, but maybe not. It certainly went out of the sight of the official.
Yeah.
And so she blew her whistle. Comes back out right on. Another shot and another save by Trigstad. Good face-off win and a shot from the top of the circle. Once again, they this time will dump it behind the net. Eklund couldn't stop it. Hyde picks up the loose puck. He'll work back of his net and comes up the middle of the ice. Gets by both Lee and Eklund. Now comes in front, shot, and a save by Krugel. The rebound comes onto the near side. They'll try and walk in front with it, and a shot Hyde, and that missed everything. Somehow went out of play, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off. Shots 19-14 for Brookings, as they've turned a 1-0 deficit into a 3-1 lead here in the second period. But if they can do that in 6.5 minutes, then so could we, right?
Sure.
Off the face-off, a shot goes high, off the end boards, and it goes out of play.
He went for that same corner.
Yeah.
And like I said, Kenyon went down. He's leaving that corner open on the blocker side. With a good sniper, they're going to pick that corner.
Well, and that's another thing, and we talked about again this being tournament hockey, not the same as league hockey. This Brookings team obviously aren't going to know Cameron Krugel's tendencies,
right?
But once you find them, then you go for them.
You can expose it,
right? It is kind of ironic. I was just thinking about this watching the Edina Rushmore game, that in our bracket, this A league bracket or A division, that all 6 teams ended up playing each other back to back. So
yeah, right.
it was us and Brookings last night, but it was also Sioux Falls and Sioux City. They rematched this morning. And then also it was the Edina and Rushmore, and they rematched. So all 6 teams.
It was just like our Midwest High School Hockey League. Saturday night game against one team, and then Sunday morning.
That's right.
Or Sunday afternoon in this situation. So, yeah, we ended up playing Brookings last night and Brookings today. Last night a 3-0 loss. Today a 3-1 deficit.
For the moment.
Yeah.
Still lots of time to go, though.
I just said at the moment.
Over half a game. On the other hand, the Jets really need to step up their play. It's been mostly Brookings this period, with a couple of bits of opportunity for Kansas City. As we hit 9 minutes left to go here in the second period. We pass Harris, trying to work into the zone, into the corner, tried to send it in front. That never got through. Comes back out to the point, though. And Jets do get it out to center ice. And poked away by Toit. They'll chase it into the corner. He and Johnson. Brody Lee over there. And comes back out to the point. Long shot. Amon goes wide of the mark. Rebound, and Riedman
kept it in for a moment.
But then they get it out to center ice. Open right wing. Riedman will poke it ahead. Came to Harris, and he'll play it off the glass and down the ice. Back for it, Amon. He'll turn behind his net and ring it around near side boards for Eklund. Played it in the middle. Whitrock wiped out as he tried to go forward. And they'll try again the long headman pass, but that missed, and we'll get an icing call. So now we're past the halfway point of the game.
It's tough to stop that one.
Yeah.
Chest waist high, going about 40 miles an hour.
Well, it's like I said before. That's what I mean when I talk about playing smart hockey or whatever. It's that, a lot of times we like to do lower percentage things as opposed to higher percentage things.
Yeah.
And we talked about it briefly in the JV game. There's a reason why, the teams that play the simpler games sometimes have more success. And why coaches have a tendency to preach that as well. Pass ahead. And here is Brenneman. Plays it in the middle. He was looking for Crabb. That pass too far in front of him. Came out to center ice, or I thought it did, but they didn't catch it.
No, it never got out. Luca did a nice job.
It was very close, but neither official was anywhere near the line to be able to make the determination anyway. And now Brookings will lift it out to center ice. Baker back for it. Around to Bo Bloom on the near side. He goes down along with a Ranger player. And get up and try and fight it up the near boards. 7 minutes and counting here in the second period. Jets trailing 3-1. There's Bloom with it. Lead pass on the right side again. Tough to catch. It was close enough to the net. The goaltender played it, so no icing. And Friedrich, behind the net. The Jets steal it. And the centering pass, boy. And then Crab and one of the Ranger players, Bartley, came together. And Crab probably got lucky, didn't get called for a high stick there. Puck comes loose, and it's picked up by Friedrich. He'll come up left wing. Got it ahead. Goes to the bench for a change as they dump it in cross corner. Up the near side boards, Wood. He's able to get it out to center ice. They dump it back in. And the Jets will look to break out. Up the middle of the ice. This is Norman. Jackson Norman, an on-goal shot and a glove save, and the goaltender decides to hang on, Trigstad. And we will get a whistle and a face-off. 5:57 left to go in this second period. Shots are 19-16. Puck comes loose in front. Oh, backhand shot. Still loose. And Whitrock. No. And I think he ended up shooting it into the goaltender.
He didn't get it up high enough.
Yeah, he had the upper part of the net to hit.
Right.
But was unable to get it there.
Yeah. Dang, that would have been nice.
Yeah. Off the face-off, comes out to center, trying to chase it down Norman, with Ekton over there as well. Puck back in the net. Rangers get it out to the left point, long shot, steered into the corner, and the Jets will clear it out to center ice.
You know, one player that should have mentioned the Jets has done a really nice job is Jackson Norman, who's been a forward his whole career. And we moved him back to D this year, and he's really done a nice job.
Yeah, he had to fill in a couple times in offense as well, which was nice to have the luxury to do. Whitrock gets knocked down. Brenneman trying to work forward with it, lost it, comes back into the Jets end, goes the length of the ice. They wave off icing, though.
It would have been icing if he
I think that he waved it off because I think otherwise he wouldn't have played it. I think that other official said no. In the meantime, comes back out to the point. Jets haven't been able to clear. Ekton over there in the corner. Whitrock misses a check, plays it around near side, but it is kept in by the Rangers and Amon. Now Jets take over, and again, they can't get it out, but second effort they finally do. Down to 4.5 minutes left to go in this second period. Ekton back of the net. Plays it up near boards. Somebody got rocked pretty badly there. That was
Amon.
Yeah. So the hitting has picked up a little bit toward the end of this period.
Yeah, Lumpkin's doing a little pounding.
Puck finally comes free, and the Jets get it out. Trying to work in on right wing. That was a big hit over there in the corner by Crab. And the puck goes down the ice. No icing here. Reedman back for it. He just plays it up the middle to nobody in particular.
Yeah. Yeah, like you talked about earlier, Joe. I mean, who's the pass to?
Yeah. Rangers do take over. Loveseth sends it, and then it's dumped in.
What's 35's last name? He's got more letters on his back of his jersey.
Yeah, I have no idea. He's not on there. Oh, it's Christopherson.
Christopherson, yeah. Oh, you thought he was a goalie?
Yeah, 35.
Yeah.
Well, I had to guess.
Sense. Makes sense.
One I was pretty sure was a goalie, and he was.
I got a penalty here.
Yeah.
You take both of them.
So we'll see. In the meantime, let's take it. So we are going to end up with a power play for the Jets here as
No, they got coincidentals.
oh, okay. Well, they got something up on the clock.
Oh,
That's
I
the
don't know
reason
why.
why.
No, it's coincidentals.
Okay.
No, they gave us a penalty. Arnold got one.
Yeah, you're right. It was Arnold. So are we short? Yes, we are short.
Yeah, I thought it was a coincidental. No, we gave it
That's
to
what I
Arnold.
thought. There was something on the clock, so I knew something was going on. And so in the meantime, we are down to 2:40 left to go in the period. Power play here for Brookings.
Snap.
And a save by Krugel. The rebound.
Oh, top of the pipe. Oh, they called it in.
It was in.
I guess.
Yeah. Another power play goal. So Arnold's penalty ends up coming back to bite the Jets, and another relatively late goal in a period, and the Jets trailing now 4-1.
Right. Well, Joe, it's going to be tough in the third period for us.
Yep. Well, and like we talked about before, the fact that this is at least the fourth game of the weekend for anybody who's playing in this one, and sometimes the fifth, sixth, seventh. Anybody playing all 8?
Yeah, Brenneman.
Okay.
The thing is, we've only scored 6 goals all game and try to get 5 and 4 in the one period.
Right.
Going to be tough to do.
You would think. Puck in the neutral zone. It is dumped in by Zweber. Jets able to get it back out to center ice with 1:40 left to go in the second period. Trailing now 4-1. Giving up 4 unanswered goals in this second period.
Yeah. So again, a situation, Joe, where our special teams was not successful in a power play.
Right.
And I think they got 1 or maybe even 2. 1. That's their first one. And they are. This is what's been haunting the Jets, and and if we don't clear that up in the next couple games, it's going to be tough for during the season, second half of the season, if we keep giving up power play goals and don't get any.
No doubt. Well, and it's a short week this week for the Jets, as we've got another Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Bennett lost a blade.
Huh. In the meantime, puck in the other direction. Shot saved by Krugel, and he will cover up.
Where's Matty?
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Our equipment manager.
Yeah, because Max is not here.
Oh, really? He left early?
Yeah, he went home with his son. I don't blame him. No reason to stay.
Well, there was this reason.
Right, but no, I get it. He can go. He gave us his bag. We have all his stuff.
Yeah.
Matty can do it.
Sure.
Unless he totally broke it.
Do we have extra blades?
I don't. You're asking the wrong guy because I've never looked at that bag. But knowing Max Penny, yes.
Wouldn't be
but
surprised.
Does he have it for every brand? That I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, is that most of them use a similar toque these days.
Yeah.
But there are different sizes of blades as well, because it's not just it's not just which one fits in that toque. It's also the size of the skate and so on and so forth. Toit trying to center that one. Never got through to Arnold and come back the other way. 10 seconds left. Trying to work in, goes back to the net. Now played it in the middle. A one-timer that never got through. Then a sharp angle shot. And that might have hit the side of the net, or maybe Krugel got a piece of it, and the buzzer sounds, and the second period comes to a close. And it was not a good second period for the Jets, as they give up 4 unanswered goals to Brookings, and they trail it 4-1. Shots end up 23-17 when all is said and done. So Lane Whitrock goal early on in this one's the only goal the Jets scored so far today. Well, they put 2 minutes on the clock, but they did take their time starting the clock. So one more period left here from South Dakota.
Yep.
I trust the freezing fog is gone by now.
Yeah.
It's actually supposed to be warmer today.
Yeah.
So hopefully the
But
drive.
not by the time we get home.
Well, yeah. By the time we get home, it's going to be
Cold and dark.
Yes.
Did you end up staying? You didn't leave after the between games? You just stayed here?
I stayed here. Well, I came over here to see whether or not this vantage point was worth doing.
Right.
So I, moved the table over, set up the camera just to make sure that you could actually see.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was trying to push everything forward, and then I actually realized that you got a better shot by pulling it back a little bit off
Okay,
the.
yeah, that makes sense.
But at any rate, so I just stayed here the whole time. Once I determined that it was worth doing, then I just finished setting everything up.
That's good.
Yeah. So. Like I said, or started to say, next weekend it's a short week. We've got a 3-day weekend going to Des Moines and then Quad Cities.
Mm-hmm.
So another long weekend for the Jets.
Yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it'd be fun.
The when is it 5 and 7 on
I think it's 6
Friday?
and 8.
6 and 8 on
Yeah.
Friday. Okay.
But then we're just staying in Des Moines.
I was going to ask about
Yeah.
that, and then. But that's good, actually, for me because I'll be able to do my morning show before I have to leave to go to Des Moines. That won't be a problem. And then we'll have the games there, and then I guess off to Davenport. But the Blues have struggled this year.
Yeah, but they gave the Oakleys the game yesterday, 4-3 overtime. But last I looked, Oakleys was beating them 8-1 today.
Team's back out at center ice to get started. So do they have anything left in the tank, would you guess?
I hope so.
So off the face-off. Like I said, we expected a push from Brookings in the second period as they were trailing. I wonder if we'll get the same push here for the Jets as they come in 3-on-2. And across for Lee, in the middle for Whitrock, a shot, and then the rebound, and it was pushed side of the net. Well,
another great pass by Lee.
I was just going to say, and they put on a pretty good little show of 3-on-2. And
yeah.
So like I said, we were hoping for that push, and we got one. Now trying to walk in front, going behind the net. They'll play it out in front, net's off, and we get the whistle. When Krugel went to dive out for it, the back of his leg just kicked the net off. So we will get a face-off inside the Jets' end, 16-18. We're 42 seconds in, but that first 20 seconds of the period, at least we got ourselves a nice little rush. Brenham in line out there. Puck loose in front. Harris tried to get to it, and then they score. Harris was taken down, and he and Lemke looks like he's smarting a little bit as he tries to get up here.
His blade broke again.
Did it break again? Wow. I don't know if it broke or came out of the holder, perhaps. So 5-1 now our score.
I'd say Lemke's probably done today.
Yeah, I mean,
he's limping too. So.
I was just going to say, I don't think it was just the blade. I think that when Harris fell down, he might have either hyperextended his knee or fell on his knee or something like that. And unfortunately what happened is the two of them got tangled up, and so a trailing player for Brookings was able to walk in and just lift it in over Cameron Krugel. Rangers will dump it in. Back for it is Ekton. Teddy will play it off the sideboards out to center ice. And Ekton now will play it all the way on goal. Trigstad steered it to the corner, and they'll try and break out towards center. Jets kept it in. Long shot goes well wide. Arnold will go to the bench for a change.
So, Joe,
Yep.
if the results are today what they were yesterday,
Yeah.
we would have played an 11 o'clock game. Because they would have 5, and they only gave up 4.
Well, I thought Sioux Falls got like 8 goals or something in the game.
Not today.
No, yeah. Oh, you mean yet today's
Last
game?
night.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. If this got reversed.
Both games, not just this one.
Both games
Yeah.
got reversed. We would have been on the bus on the way home.
Yes. And we would have got to play somebody different today, as opposed to.
Yeah, we would have played Sioux Falls again.
Correct. I mean, it would have been
somebody
a rematch,
we played yesterday. Yeah.
Yes, but
not back to back.
not back-to-back games.
Right.
I believe there's a penalty coming up on the Jets. Or no, maybe it was just a puck knocked down with a high stick.
No, Whitrock's getting called.
Yeah, he is getting the call, as you said. So Lane goes off for 2 minutes and will feel shame and will be free. 15 minutes left to go in this tournament for the Jets. And they are now shorthanded. We'll see what they do here on the penalty kill, like you said. Harris with it. Sends it down low, little give and go there with Hyde, and we get a whistle as it ended up in the glove of Krugel. You know, you were talking, I mean, we have had trouble scoring on the power play for a while now, both varsity and JV, but we had been pretty good as far as killing penalties are concerned.
Right.
And, you know, you need both as far as the special teams are concerned, as that will be sent down the length of the ice.
Well, the JV's killed 1 today.
Yeah, there you go. We'll see if the varsity team can do that.
Right.
But like I said, the whole thing is, and you know, you'd love to be able to score on power plays, but given the possibility of the two, if you had an opportunity to, if you can just be a great penalty killing team, and now we're going to get a whistle, and that comes off. I'd rather have a team never give up goals than, and never score, than give up goals all the time and score every once in a while.
Or score never.
Yeah. So, like you said, we need to get that focus on both sides.
Yeah, the coaches talked about that at lunch. Might be something they work on this week a lot.
Did they think it was a good idea to get Maddie a book?
I don't know. No.
How to coach power play?
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
I'd suggest
you don't need books. You just go to YouTube.
Power plays for dummies. I don't know if the dummy series makes those. That was directed wide. Puck comes back out toward the point. Power play continues for another half a minute. Goes back of the net. And they play it right through the middle, and then it goes over the stick of Johnson and out to center ice. Rangers tag up and will dump it in. After Ford Amon in the far corner. He will lift it. Couldn't get it out. Nice play coming in. That's actually a hand pass, but they didn't call it because the player originally had gloved it down and dropped it but never touched it. Penalty is over. Whitrock back on the ice. And they'll play it in front, one-timer, and they score. It hit something on the way in. It's not a power play goal. I guess we can take a little solace in that. And it was just, again, the one-timer. And like I said, he didn't even he fanned on the one-timer, but it hit something on the way in as well.
Maybe. That was weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we can look. We can try and see if it tells us on the replay or not. In the meantime, we'll wait for the next stoppage to find that. Baker back for it. Oh, Brody Lee lost an edge. Goes into the far side and is picked up by Bo Bloom. Lead pass on the right side for Lee, trying to work in on the right wing, and a shot. Again, he was trying to go far side and missed the net. Bloom across for Baker. Up ahead, puck goes into the Rangers' end. Back for it is Bartley. They get it out to center ice, and Luca Baker goes for a skate. Near his line, it was taken away from Bloom. Back the other way, 2-on-1. In on goal, tried to pass it, ended up getting on goal, and they score. So we are going to unfortunately get a running clock now. That one, as it turned out, was a pretty good effort, and then it was just a fluke. It just kind of bounced to the player and went off of his body or stick and went in on goal. Well, we do have a minute.
It happens.
It is possible.
I mean, he's seen a lot of shots this weekend, and
Yes,
his focus,
no doubt.
could be a little lost. I mean, it's frustrating for a goalie. I mean, we are playing quality teams,
Yes.
but it's frustrating for a goalie knowing when he goes into a game that he has to shut him out or give him only one goal for us to have a chance to win. That's tough.
Yeah, no question.
That's tough.
So 7-1 our score.
Bennett's back again.
And we get a whistle. Are they calling?
Bennett's going to get a penalty.
I'm not sure. I thought
No,
for a minute that
no.
he was motioning like it was too many players.
I don't know what he's calling.
I think it is the.
Oh yeah.
I think it is the Rangers that are getting the too many players call.
Right.
So they will. Oh, now they are keeping.
No, they got too many players.
Yeah.
It's 5-on-4. All right, let's work on the power play. Let's see if we can get something here, get something positive going here.
Oops. Well, at least we have an opportunity to work on
See,
our power play.
They go to side and get the corner shot.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of. We hope the point shoots and we get a rebound or a redirect. It's not too many times you get it rifled in for the point. But if you look at this, Brody Lee fires. Majority of our shots are by Brody Lee in the power play.
A lot of times from Bloom as well. But like you said, a point shot. Or sometimes it'll be Whitrock again from far away. Puck goes along the half boards. Whitrock trying to work it ahead. He'll walk toward the middle. Tried to play it in on goal. Tried to give it back to Bloom, but he lost it and they sent it the length of the ice. I will say this. Over the course of 8 games in 3 days that the Jets were involved in, shorthanded, boy, they got lucky they didn't get a hook call there.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably should have. But anyway, I think I have seen more too many players calls in our games than I have in the last couple years.
Yeah.
Because there have been at least 4 of them.
And most of them been against the other team.
Yeah, I'm saying against the other team. There's been at least 4 or 5 of them that I can just think of off the top of my head. Didn't one team have 3 of them in the same game yesterday?
2 of them, yeah. No, that was today. The Thunder team, they kept complaining.
Oh, that's right. That's
penalties,
right.
And 2 of them were too many men.
Yeah. But at any rate, penalty is over. Lead pass, trying to work in. Dyers. Good job to get back there by Riedman, or that might have been a breakaway. And the Rangers.
Oh, that should be a trip. Oh, they didn't call it.
No.
Shocked. That was definitely a trip on Woods.
Intercept and Lemke, who apparently has good blades back on the ice, trying to work in on right wing, pulls up into the corner. Played up the boards, and it comes out to center ice, and the Rangers back the other way. They'll dump it in. Head to the bench for a change. Norman back for it, back of his net. Trying to come up left wing. Couldn't get it out as he played it off the end sideboards, but it was stopped by Harris. They'll stop it again at the point. Harris and Lemke come into the boards. They both go down. Puck comes loose. Brenneman lost it. Comes back out right point. Long shot was wide. Rebound. Comes down the near side. Harris. Amon takes him to the boards. Lemke tried to backhand it ahead. Coming up the boards, but again not out. It was kept in by Johnson. Jets get it to the line. Johnson kept it in again. Here's Harris. Back of the net. Walks to the near side. Plays it back out in the middle. That shot goes wide off the stick of Amon and comes to the side of the goal and covered up by Krugel. Clock running with the 6-goal deficit for the Jets with under 7 minutes left to go.
If we're going to get beat, we might as well get beat on a running clock.
I was just going to say.
Let's get home.
So, I guess on the, like I said, on the one way to look at it is we've got two teams that both ended up finishing in 4th place.
Yeah, you know, the big thing was, Joe, we yesterday against this team, we did not have a great second period, and then it happened again today.
Yeah.
So
well, and again, we weren't winning yesterday, but we played with them. And are we getting a too many? No, we're getting a whistle because a player lost his helmet. And that was Eklund back behind the play. I don't think there's any penalties being called.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Not sure exactly what the delay is.
It's all right.
I was just going to say that it could just be that the Jets are not in any big hurry to get the play going again.
Could be. I mean, shots on goal for us aren't bad. 21.
Yeah.
We just 27, but he's given up 7. 3 of them were flukes. I mean, kind of bad bounces. The other 4 were good snipes or good plays.
Puck in the middle of the ice, hopped over Baker's stick, taken by Dyers. Now toyed in the corner, left it for Baker, trying to go ahead for Arnold, and it does bounce out to center ice. Amon sent it across, and the Rangers will dump it in. Goes back at the Jets' net. Bloom on the far side boards. Comes together over there with Hyde. Dyers in front, shot, and a save by Krugel. Rebound in the corner.
One thing about these 3 games, Joe, the varsity played 4 games against 3 teams.
Yeah.
Quality teams up here.
Yeah.
You know, there's not many teams in the Midwest League that are as good as these teams are.
Agreed.
There's a couple,
Agreed.
but not many. And I'm not sure if any of them as good as Ruskin is this year. But
Rushmore, you mean?
Yeah, Rushmore. So,
no,
you know,
I would say not.
Right.
Not
so
even close.
I would say.
By the way, do we have any idea what happened in their game?
No,
Did they
I
come
don't.
back?
I don't know if it ended. Let me go peek.
I wonder if they
it's
can.
over or not. It might be over.
Yeah, it could be. I'm curious if they came back in the 3rd or not. Crab over there trying to work the puck free. He'll work in on right wing. Try to play it across. Brenneman couldn't get to it, and the puck comes loose, and Amon will go for it. Reedman back to Amon. Across on right wing, he was looking for Crab. That was too far ahead of him. And it is picked up by Heller. He'll get it out to center ice. Harris. I told you they were going to come back.
5-2 they were down going to 3rd.
Yeah, I know. Came back and won
They
it.
won 7-5.
I'm not surprised a bit.
That team's good.
They are.
That team's really good.
So they win the Brookings Winter Classic.
Oh, that team is going to win the Sioux City State Championship this year easily.
You would think.
Easily.
Well, like I said, down 5-2, and it was. I mean, they were close in the game, and Edina had gotten a power play goal to make it 4-2, and then got a bit of a fluke goal to make it 5-2.
Right. Yeah.
And
I didn't go back and look at all because I didn't think.
And it was just one of those things.
Oh, good shot by Chase.
Yeah, hit the outside of the post. It looked. So we're down to 2:45 left to go in this one.
All I know is that's against Edina, who's I mean, it's not Edina's A team. I get that, but still.
Yeah.
Against Edina, you're down 5-2 going to the third period, and you win 7-5.
And there's a reason why they are undefeated on the season.
I'm sure there was an empty net. I'm guessing at the end.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me anyway. There's a blocker save.
Crazy.
Yep. Puck back in the Rangers' end. They will work through the middle. And yeah, I think that it's pretty safe to say that Rushmore has a bit on any team in the Midwest League, not just us.
Oh no. Yeah. Even the Capitals and Dubuque was pretty good this year.
I mean, they'd give them a game.
They'd give them a game, but I don't think they would win.
No. That was a pretty good save there. Speaking of goaltenders by Trigstad, who hasn't been called upon to do a whole lot, as we're down to 90 seconds left to go in this one. Pass on right wing, trying to work in. Shot. And a save by Krugel. So the next game for the Jets is a big one against the Oakleys on Friday.
Yeah, big game for the Jets. Big weekend for the Jets.
Yeah, both varsity and JV as far as.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, big weekend for the Jets to get ourselves in position for some seeding. Again, the varsity team right now is sitting outside the top 6, which we need to avoid playing on Wednesday.
Right.
And we're still only a few points ahead of in 8th place, to stay in the top 10. So
right.
Big games for the Jets. And then
obviously you need to get your points against Quad Cities too.
Right, yeah. Oh yeah, all 4 teams. All 3. We need 6 points against we can. And JV's too. JV's sitting in the 4th hole right now, but they like to move up.
I'll be curious to see how the JV team does this weekend against the Oakleys, especially, again after this weekend. Right. And getting used to the speed of play here that they maybe haven't seen as much of in the Midwest League.
Right, yeah.
That, they may look, it may be that they find that playing against the Oakleys isn't nearly as tough as,
Yeah. Well, we hope.
That's part of the idea of coming here.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's going to pretty much do it. Clock down to 5 seconds, and I don't believe they will drop the puck.
They won't.
That's going to do it. The Kansas City Jets finish 4th place on both sides.
Joe, I will see you on Friday night, and I'll send you the information for the weekend.
That sounds good. 7-1 the final. Brookings over Kansas City.
We got to grab this water. Last time we left the water bottle here.
Ah, especially without your equipment man.
Yeah.
So it was, fun weekend, and hopefully it'll pay dividends when it comes time for the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll see.
All
right, drive safe, Joe. We'll see you.
You too. Have a good bus ride, and we'll see you in Des Moines on Friday. And hopefully you will tune in as well. 7-1 the final score. Jets drop one to the Brookings Rangers, although they do end up finishing in 4th place, both on varsity and JV, or A and B if you prefer, in the tournament. 7-1 the final score. Thanks for tuning in. Back in just about 5 days on Friday night from Des Moines and the Mid-American Recplex right here on Kansas City Jets Hockey.